Hi there guys, Emi Roberti, Anytime Fitness Basingstoke. Putting together just a little piece, lifestyle piece for those people that are currently working from home and maybe struggling a little bit to keep to motivation or productivity, that sort of thing. So I've put down some points. Obviously you guys may have others, so you feel free to add on. But I think the first thing is, if it's Monday to Friday and you're expected to work on those days, get up at the same time you normally would. Number one, always get up at the same time. Okay, so you have that same routine, that same feeling that you're ready to go. The other thing is, if you have an office job, okay, and you are in an office environment, you're expected to make calls, you're expected to dress a certain way, perhaps continue to dress as if you're going to work. So you've made that effort, you got dressed, okay, so that your psychology of the way you look and feel changes straight away. One that I really like, if let's say you got to work at 8 o'clock, leave the house at 7:40, go for a 15-minute walk, and come back into the house and walk straight into your office area or your designated work area. That way you've had a walk, you've had a reset, you've left and come back, a different mindset. I'm a really big fan of that. I tend to use workouts for those sort of things. Okay, now make sure that your working area is a working area. It doesn't have things that can distract you. Okay, so it's important so you relate to only work. Okay, also make sure that you have a good internet connection and you can continue to work correctly, and you've got the correct file system and the correct broadband and that sort of stuff, so you don't have any delays. Also, do not communicate with your friends. Try and don't use the phone for social purposes. If you're at work, you normally wouldn't be communicating with your friends all the time, so perhaps try and minimize that type of communication, because it can be very distracting. One text message leads to about 25. We've all been there. Okay, also the other thing is communicate, right? Let your bosses know, or let your clients know you are working. Okay, so there is an element of trust. You're letting people know you're working. You let your bosses know you're working, and that puts you in that frame of mind that you're working. So there's that communication. You are completely mentally focused on that task. Okay, so perhaps over communication might be important, and also that way your employer is also reassured that you are working and you feel comfortable and he feels comfortable. Okay, the other thing I think is important, okay, make sure that your food is prepped. Okay, so you're not going in the fridge every 20 minutes and you've got scheduled breaks. So you wake up, you've got your coffee, you've got your breakfast, you sit down, you do your work. At 10:30 you've got your scheduled break, 12:30, 1 o'clock maybe you got your designated lunch. You can pick that up, and you're not looking for food, you're not searching around for things to eat and go, oh, what should I eat? And that leads to binging and just sitting down with yogurts and little cakes and biscuits and teas and extra coffees that perhaps then start to bring your body down. The other thing that I think is really important, stick to deadlines. Okay, so if you have a deadline by Friday, make sure you hit it by Friday. Make sure you even hit it a couple of hours earlier. That way you don't run into the day. So if you start at 9, you finish at 6, make sure that those are your working hours, so you have some separation between what's work and what's home. Okay, those are really my main things that I was thinking that could help. Okay, there might be others, so just a little piece, and see how you guys get on. Take care.